I'll watch from a safe distance. Dia, I want to be there to bring Grandpa home.
Okay, let's go then.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood? Or I'll be very upset with you.
Fine.
Feeling lucky today? You won this one.
Like lamb to the slaughter. That's close enough!
To apply.
Close enough. I'll be back.
You want this? I'll tickle it.
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
They got here before us.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. You brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring 'em out.
Grandpa! Why is there only one of them?
Raman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a one-for-one exchange. Sounds fair, don't you think? And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Genshin Archon's people is already a huge compromise on my part. Don't you think you've asked enough?
You stay right there!
Boy, what do you think you're doing?
Grandpa!
Don't you see this blade here?
You coward! Why are your hands shaking?
Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
Grandpa! Paimon's dizzy.
This day's going just great.
What a nuisance.
The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power inside the scholar's body. The Dendro Archon. The present one.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no. He's getting confused.
Hey, look around you.
Did there used to be a temple here?
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures. The symbols on the gate belong to King Deshret's civilization. This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state we see now. It could have been an underground palace in the
Oh, a miracle. Praise King!
What's he doing here?
They must have fallen down here with us. Most of them seem in really bad shape. Except for him. He got off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted lord has shown us the way to his sacred palace.
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, remnants of King Deshret's civilization appear. 2 major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both.
Paimon thought you weren't interested in gods.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being. Or creature, you could say. New discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here nor there.
Raman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here. King Deshret will take care of his people. Right now, I'm going inside.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside. Yet, it flows.
Yeah! And there's so many plants. It's so pretty!
Sir Rahman.
Huh? Me?
Do you see another Rahman here?
Are you mocking me? What do you mean, sir?
Interpret it however you want, but there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from King Deshret's civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Genshin Archon.
Whatever you say. It's not like I have a vision.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem kind of strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find an explanation.
A sight to see. King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
It's different than what I expected.
There are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
Wait. What's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
These are King Deshret runes.
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient King Deshret script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too concentrated. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone.
Sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
But this doesn't make...
Was that the
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt King Deshret's You've just witnessed his priests.
I've never heard about the surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refuse to believe any of the rumors. King Deshret's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization. It was all Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor, who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, If I hadn't witnessed it, how could I ever begin?
Rahman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting.
Dia, my Eremites and I.
Hey, how you doing?
I'll live. Thanks. I should probably go. Can't just stay.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. But please, give me some time. After everything that's happened here today...
It's not gonna...
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is where I can...
When would be a good time?
Tomorrow. I'll convince... And I'll return every last one of your mad... sorry, your village keepers.
You seem to finally understand.
Yes.
That must have been rough.
Rahman's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no... It's too bad he was held back by his belief in King Deshret.
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a nice... Sino, we're leaving!
Stop yelling.
kind of day is more enjoyably spent under the cover of shade.
I guess this is it.
Raman,
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back.
I guess all I can say now is...
Don't mention it. I think we can both agree that we share a common cause now.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell.
We've been all over the...
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no!
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on...
You should have known that I would...
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's...
No, not Sino.
I could.
Please have mercy.
Start talking.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they trying to accomplish?
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. They extract divine canned...
I don't...
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry!
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata would...
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis, and said he wanted to borrow the... The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said, he asked them.
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia...
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet. After that, they harvested dreams via the Seb-Zer with the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency. They were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity.
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge...
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the scholar. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can... If it's knowledge no more...
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodies the acme of wisdom. This is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars, the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness for the duration of their lives.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god, why try to create another one?
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated her as a god. When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But upon evaluation, they found that at the time, she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata had indeed passed away. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's Gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight expected of a god of wisdom. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about...
So...
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our... Rahman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. In these two...
Sure.
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes, and each one has a dedicated caregiver to look after them. The two new scholars are being kept under close supervision, too.
Yeah. Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? In that case, let's all get some water and try to think about...
Or I can go fetch...
Oh! Paimons!
Do you have any plans, Traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
So you were still withholding some information?
Even though we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk about it again.
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there will be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Rahman's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense. We cannot allow it to continue.
So, everyone, are we on the same page?
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
Well, let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources we can draw on.
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid plan.
Yep, it'll work out for sure.
Don't rush. This is a big undertaking, and the planning and preparation for what lies ahead. Take it slowly. We need to make sure the plan is as effective as possible.
He's starting to read his book.
Would you like me to lend you something to read?
No way! Your books aren't...
I was joking. I know my books are far too difficult for you, and I have no intention of lending them out.
Ugh, you're so annoying!
You must let me know if there's anything I can... Though I cannot leave Auber Village, I can't help but feel... stirred when I see the looks. I've never felt as roused as this when fighting alone in the past. I suppose this must...
In the past, I never imagined that even the gods could suffer from hardship. If we can find a way to change all of this.
The past few days have been some of the most challenging work I've ever taken on, and none of it'll earn me a single mora. I can't believe it.
Look on the bright side, Dia. Maybe we'll get a huge
You've got a point. Hey, what would you do if you woke up tomorrow?
Paimon would buy boatloads of tasty snacks.
That's it?
And maybe some taste...
How adorable. Well, here's to all our indulgent fantasies. If there's a chance they can come true, I'll give it my best shot. And here's hoping that everything we do from now on will change this world for the better.
Seems like I should have just stayed.
Spring forth! Scatter! Everlasting as the moon!
Something with which to commemorate this occasion.